Good morning, world of readers. I am Book Dragon Erin, and I would like to welcome everyone to my booktube channel. If you remember my book-based video from last week, I did a readathon for The Wild by Owen Laukkanen, and I didn't make an official review, so that's what today's focus is on. And this book is great. I promise we're going to have a lot of fun in this video. Shall we cut the introductions and get right into the video? The Wild by Owen Laukkanen is a young adult fiction thriller standalone novel, and readers who read this book also enjoyed Escape Room by Maren Stoffels. I have this book, but I have not read it yet, although that is on my to-do list for today. And then there's also Girl on the Run by Abigail Johnson, Prom House by Chelsea Mueller, and The Game by Lindsay Miller. As far as the plot goes, Dawn isn't a bad person, she's just made some really bad choices. Dating the wrong guy, he's an older drug dealer. Hanging out with the wrong friends, friends who've done drugs. Taking up dangerous hobbies for thrills, the act of doing drugs. And drinking underage excessively, which is never a good idea. As someone who drank once while they were underage, I do not recommend it. What Dawn didn't expect was for her parents to pay a ton of money to ship her off to Out of the Wild, which is basically a wilderness boot camp where a bunch of other messed up teens go to learn important life lessons. It's true that Dawn and these other teens will learn a lot, but it is nothing like what they expected. What happens in the wilderness isn't something their parents planned for. Sometimes plans go very wrong, and this is one of those sometimes. Suddenly and without warning, Dawn is more scared than she's ever been in her entire life, and she wonders if she will make it out alive. There are so many things I would like to say about this book, but I'll just get to the main points. These troubled teens were all given a choice: go to juvie, go to jail, or go to Out of the Wild, which is basically a boot camp for troubled teens. And Dawn, like these other kids, chooses to go to this wilderness boot camp. When I was Dawn's age, 17, 18, I was a mentally troubled girl dealing with depression and undiagnosed mental health issues that I'm very open about speaking about now, but that's beside the point. I actually thank the stars that I wasn't this extent of troubled, but theoretically, if I was a teenager and given the choice between juvie, jail, or Out of the Wild, I would choose Out of the Wild too. I consider myself a very experienced hiker and camper. My dad has taught me so much of what he knows when we go out into the wild together. With that, I do not understand the mindset of somebody who cannot like hiking and camping and being outdoors. That's like a whole different language to me that I will never be fluent in, because camping and hiking and outdoors in general, that's my thing. Besides books, of course. But I get that not everyone is like that. However, that's something I don't understand. True, if there was a thunderstorm, that would be a downer. Also, anyone who knows me for the past week knows I hate Christian with a passion. I hated him as a character so much and wanted to see him beaten up and taught a lesson. He takes the road of cold smiles and classlessness to the extreme. And before you get on my case, since Christian is a fictional character from a fictional book with a fictional plot, I'm allowed to wish him ill will. If you don't believe me, remember what we all wanted to do to Tamlin the Tool in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. I think my point right there is made, because we all want to see Tamlin get fate handed to him on a golden platter. I wasn't thrilled when Amber was killed off, but I can't say the same for when Christian was killed off. I'm not saying who killed Christian in this video. If you do want to know, go check out my vlog for The Wild that I uploaded to my YouTube channel last week. I don't necessarily think I'm a terrible person for being glad that Christian is now gone. He is a fictional character, so again, I can cheer at his fictional death for being the type of person who deserved to be taught a lesson. And I would have loved to beat this guy up if I was a fictional character in this book too. When Brielle was mentioned at the beginning of the book, there was just something about her that I was immediately drawn to. The quiet girls tend to be the ones I notice, and I knew that she would play a bigger role later in the book, and I was so right. She saved Dawn's life, and I have so much respect for Brielle as a character. And while I did see that Brielle would play a much bigger part in this book, I also did not see that Brielle is a lesbian. Thus, once again, my gaydar is not working. I also can't believe that Brielle's parents sent her here thinking that that would cure her illness of being a lesbian. That irritated me to no end because there is no fixing gay, and a lot of these religious parents who Brielle described her parents as don't understand that, and I hate that aspect. It makes my blood boil inside, and I just feel so protective of these people who are unaccepted because I know what it's like not to be accepted, and I don't want anyone ever thinking that I will not accept them just because they're LGBTQ+. Sorry, I went off on a little rant there, but moving on. If there's a movie or a TV show adaptation of this book, I would without a doubt binge watch the whole thing. I don't always watch TV, but when I do find a show that I like, I show my whole family, and then my whole family winds up hooked on the show as well. That happened for Wayward Pines, Terra Nova, The Walking Dead, Band of Brothers, Hell's Kitchen, Hotel Hell. I could go on. This book was absolutely unputdownable, thrilling, mysterious, dangerous, but also had the element of adventure that I am always looking for in any book I read, and I seriously can't recommend this book enough to you guys. Whether you're a troubled teenager looking for a book to semi-relate to, go down the wrong path and then face a choice like Dawn is presented with, or if you're bookish and outdoorsy like me, you will enjoy this book as your next read. This novel has been added to my list of absolute favorite books, and I seriously can't recommend this enough to you guys. Closing the video with the ratings, Amazon rates this book 4.5 out of 5 stars, Barnes & Noble rates this book 4 out of 5 stars, GoodReads rates this book 3.5 out of 5 stars, I have no idea how that's possible, and my rating for this book, 5 out of 5 stars, hands down loved it. This is one of the best books that I have read in 2022, and I really hope you guys go read it because this book is really kind of unknown, but I would love this book to get even more recognition than just the 1,500 people that have listed this book as read on GoodReads. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to show some support, subscribe to my booktube channel to get more videos like this, turn on those notifications to be notified when I upload brand new videos every single Sunday. Keep on reading and have a great day, everyone.